There's no explosion, no light, but there's something much more terrifying. An energy release so violent it makes space-time itself scream, and when you discover what's left behind, you'll understand why it's the most catastrophic event in the cosmos. September 14th, 2015, 9:50 a.m., 2 detectors in the United States picked up something that had never been detected before, a silent scream coming from deep space. For a fraction of a second, the entire universe trembled. 1.3 billion years ago, 2 black holes had danced a dance of death, and at that moment, humanity finally heard the echo of that cosmic violence. But what really happens when 2 gravitational behemoths meet? The answer will haunt you. Stay until the end, because I'll show you how this collision releases more energy than all the stars in the universe combined, and what happens to space-time when reality breaks. The most violent dance in the cosmos is about to begin. Imagine 2 cosmic predators, each with 30 times the mass of the Sun, compressed into a space smaller than a city. They meet in the void of space and begin a dance that will last millions of years. But this isn't a dance of love, it's a dance of mutual annihilation. They start by orbiting each other slowly, but something sinister is happening. With each orbit, they lose energy. Not through friction, but something far more disturbing. They are tearing the very fabric of space-time, creating gravitational waves that carry energy away. And as they lose energy, they draw closer. Closer, faster, closer, faster, like 2 ice skaters drawing closer, spinning more and more violently. But these skaters can destroy reality. The gravitational waves they emit create a ghostly sound, a chirp that increases in frequency and intensity. It's the music of destruction, the soundtrack of the end. And as they approach the final collision, this music becomes a scream. But what happens in the final seconds will leave you terrified. When they are just a few hundred kilometers apart, they are spinning at 50% the speed of light. The space-time around them is completely distorted. Gravity is so intense that 1 second for them equals hours for us, and then it happens. Their event horizons touch, and they merge. There's no explosion of light, no sound in the vacuum, no cosmic fire, but there's something much more violent. At the moment of merger, they release an unimaginable amount of energy. 3 entire solar masses are converted into pure energy in less than 1 second. That's more energy than all the stars in the observable universe emit combined in the same period. But this energy isn't light. It's pure distortion of space-time. The entire universe trembles. Gravitational waves spread at the speed of light in all directions. They pass through galaxies, stars, planets, and 1.3 billion years later, they reach Earth and make our detectors vibrate for a microscopic fraction of a second. It's the echo of a cosmic violence that occurred when Earth was just primitive rocks. If you are impressed by the violence of this cosmic collision, subscribe to the channel now, because what comes next will show you the terrifying consequences of this merger. Hit the LIKE button if you can visualize the magnitude of this destruction, because what I'm about to reveal about what remains after this collision will shake your understanding of the cosmos. When the cosmic dust settles, a new monster is born. A black hole 60 times more massive than the Sun. But it doesn't stay put, it gets a gravitational KICK. The merger isn't perfectly symmetrical. Gravitational waves are emitted more strongly in one direction, and due to conservation of momentum, the newly formed black hole is hurled in the opposite direction. At speeds of millions of kilometers per hour, imagine a supermassive black hole being ejected from the center of its galaxy, leaving behind an orphan galaxy without its central gravitational tyrant. Or worse, a black hole wandering through intergalactic space like a cosmic ghost, alone, hungry, and dangerous. And when supermassive black holes collide, the cosmic turbulence can awaken the newly formed monster. It begins to feed ravenously on the surrounding gas, transforming into a quasar that shines brighter than 100 billion stars. A cosmic furnace that can be seen from billions of light years away. But now comes the most haunting part: how this affects the fate of entire galaxies. These collisions are not isolated events, they are the architects of galactic evolution. When 2 galaxies collide, their central black holes inevitably meet, and this merger decides the fate of billions of stars. The released energy can trigger bursts of star formation, creating nurseries for new stars, or sweep away all the galaxy's gas, sterilizing it forever. They decide where life can be born and where it will be exterminated. And thanks to LIGO and Virgo, we are no longer just imagining these collisions. We are hearing them. Each detection is like hearing the last breath of two cosmic monsters echoing across billions of years. It's the most violent music in the universe, and we've finally learned to listen to it. So, what happens when two black holes collide? They create the most violent event in the universe. They release more energy than trillions of stars. They make space-time itself scream, and they remind us that we live in a cosmos where unimaginable forces shape our destiny. If this journey through the cosmos's most violent collision impressed you, hit the like button so more people can discover the true violence of the universe. Comment, "I heard the cosmic scream," if you understood the magnitude of this destruction. Or, "I want more cosmic violence," if you want to explore other extreme events. Share with anyone who needs to know about the most violent events in the cosmos. And come back here to tell me, after learning about these collisions, how do you feel knowing that we live in such a violent universe? Because one thing I guarantee, while you sleep soundly, somewhere in the cosmos, two monsters are dancing their last dance, and when they meet, the entire universe will tremble. Sleep well knowing that cosmic violence never stops. See you next video.